The United Arab Emirates says Iran has attacked it for the first time since the ceasefire with the US and Israel began early last month. The UAE's defense ministry says Iran launched 4 cruise missiles. 3 were shot down and 1 crashed into the sea. An Iranian drone also caused a fire at an oil installation in the eastern emirate of Fujairah. Now, the attacks are thought to be in response to President Trump's efforts to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The UAE has called it a serious escalation and says it reserves the right to respond. Fawaz Gerges is a professor of Middle Eastern politics and international relations at the London School of Economics. Welcome back to DW, Professor. What do you think? Does this attack mean this ceasefire is now over?
Well, the situation is very precarious. It takes a trigger to renew hostilities. It seems to me that the Strait of Hormuz has emerged as the theater of tensions and escalation. And the divide between the United States and Iran is huge. There's a massive rift between the United States and Iran, and they don't really seem to be able to reach any kind of settlement. And the escalation today, the missiles attacks against the United Arab Emirates, is a major signal on the part of Iran, not just to the United Arab Emirates, but also for the United States, because the United Arab Emirates is one of America's closest allies. And also there have been attacks against ships in the Strait of Hormuz today, against an Emirati ship and a South Korean ships. And according to the Iranians, they also fired at American vessels. So all in all, we're seeing a creeping escalation that could easily really trigger, all-out war.
The UAE says it reserves the right to respond. Do you think it will? And if so, how?
Well, I think for our viewers, Iran targeted the United Arab Emirates. It focused the brunt of its attacks against the United Arab Emirates during the 5 weeks during the war with the United States and Israel. Iran fired hundreds of missiles and drones against the United Arab Emirates because of the proximity between the United Arab Emirates and Iran, and also because the Iranians view the United Arab Emirates as America's closest allies. I would not be surprised if the United Arab Emirates does not retaliate now. But of course, the United Arab Emirates has to coordinate its actions with the United States. And the final word, of course, Donald Trump will have the final words. What I'm trying to say is that we are seeing a systemic and gradual escalation. And unless there is a resolution to the basically standoff between the United States and Iran over the Strait of Hormuz and America's blockade of Iranian ports, I could easily see miscalculation on both sides, right, and then renewal of hostilities, even though neither side, nor Iran nor the United States, really want to renew hostilities now.
And tell us more then about the UAE's relationship with Iran, because before this war broke out, the UAE had this balance where it was trying to keep relations engaged and open with Iran while being a US ally.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely correct. In fact, the United Arab Emirates was really Iran's economic lifeline, in particular Dubai, because the United Arab Emirates basically turned a blind eye to economic and financial deals by Iran. And Iran used the United Arab Emirates and Dubai as a way to go around the sanctions, the punishing sanctions that the United States and the international community imposed on Iran. So it's a bit surprising that the brunt of Iranian attacks during the 5-week war was against the United Arab Emirates. And this really raises big questions. Why? It could be because the United Arab Emirates basically normalized relations with Israel. Could be because the United Arab Emirates is seen as a close ally of the United States and has a close security relations with both Israel and the United States. But my take on it is that also because of its proximity, it's much easier for Iran to attack the United Arab Emirates because it's next door, literally next door. But all in all, Iran and the United Arab Emirates are at war now, and United Arab officials, Emirates officials, have threatened to retaliate, and they basically called Iran's aggression basically a targeted attack against the United Arab Emirates.
Thank you so much, Professor. Professor Afawaz Gerges from the London School of Economics.
Thank you.